What do you think of Volodymyr Zelenskky? I think it's incredible that he's still chugging along. Obviously Russia would take him out in a second if they have the opportunity, regardless of what they say. And they almost certainly have people in Ukraine trying exactly that. So where does he sleep? How does he move around? He never seems tired. He never seems to have lost morale or energy. He never snaps under the pressure and screams furiously about what Putin has done. He always seems calm and rational under the kind of relentless, round-the-clock pressure that few of us could imagine. His achievements before the war were rather mediocre. He didn't really get much done. But with the start of the war he became exceptional. An inspiration to his people, but first and foremost a great spokesperson for Ukraine on the global stage. He has been campaigning quite successful to get support for his country, way beyond what seemed possible at the start of the war. Germany's first reaction was to send helmets. Now they are seriously sending main battle tanks. Maybe he will even get jets from the UK. I think it is safe to say that without him there would be significantly less support for Ukraine. It's hard to imagine anyone else doing a better job than him. He is doing the PR and supply and lets the military do the fighting. The odds are 42-year-old man newly elected to the presidency, with no political experience, would conduct himself so bravely and selflessly are basically zero. The fact that Zelensky has pulled it off and continues to each day is a miracle. He will go down in history as the greatest Ukrainian since Yaroslav. I remember the news sorta laughing at him of all people being voted in. He was, or had been, an actor and didn't have much, any, political experience. I'm glad he's showed them and that Ukraine has a strong leader to see them through these difficult times. Sorts by controversial. I have no idea if he was a good president before the war. However, after Russian attack, he proved to be exactly the right man in the right place. It could have gone very differently if Zelensky fled when Kyiv was getting encircled. What a weirdly pro-Russia comment section I've blundered into. I think the dude's facing a really shitty situation and has done astoundingly well in dealing with it to the best of his ability. Update. As of right now, the comment is 4 hours old. Please understand that at the time, there were 10 other comments in here, all ragging on Zelensky. I don't care how many bajillion pro-Zelensky comments there are now. Because initially I was the only one. Good night. And good luck. I think he's amazing. He's not even a politician. Just a TV comedian who took a stab at leadership the same way celebrities do. Yet during a genuine political crisis he has shown better instincts than most who make it their entire life's work to be in positions of power. Ukraine should be proud to have him on their side. He's a hero. If he ran away when the invasion started, we'd be living in a different and darker world right now. Instead he asked for ammunition, not a ride, and inspired a nation to stand up and kick a bully in the dick. Young leaders like Zelensky, Marin, Arden and Callas are showing us the way forward. The future should be safeguarded by the people who have to live in it, not by geriatrics. He's done an amazing job of handling a very bad situation. It's in large part thanks to him that the plight of Ukrainians is known around the world as much as it is, and the pressure he's been able to put on Western governments to supply Ukraine with modern equipment has been superb. I just really hope we, the West, stay the course and continue to support Ukraine, and ideally significantly increase our aid to them. He's pretty brave. He had the option to flee the country and live a comfortable life in America. But he stayed in Ukraine and fights with his people against a superpower. This alone makes him a great man. Removed. I like how he shows up just wearing a t-shirt and a cargo pants. Breaking all the bullshit, wear something professional, tradition. I think he's doing the best he can in a very difficult situation. Ukraine cannot succeed without assistance. USA is spending maybe 3% of its military budget helping Ukraine. Russia, although not defeated, is clearly getting bogged down and suffering heavy losses. Russia is becoming increasingly unstable. So USA are clearly getting a return on their investment. I'm sure Ukraine will have a price to pay for this help. But what choice is there? The guy can't just roll over and negotiate the loss of land and people. War crimes by Russia have occurred. Negotiation is unlikely now. Zelensky may appear as a beggar to some. But I see a man trying everything he can to keep the conflict in the public's mind. Is Ukraine a country with a corruption problem? Yes. However, so is Russia on a massive scale. Russia was literally looted after the fall of the Soviet Union. Hence, their army is not what it presented itself to be. Putin has funded terrorist separatist groups in Ukraine, yet some seem to think that Russia is winning the morality argument.